Hey, and welcome to episode 15 of the Paid Insights podcast, where we analyze and deconstruct other companies' ad campaigns so you can learn what to do and what not to do for your business. Hey, and welcome back. Today we're going to look at a fun one. Well, I think it's fun. It's the keyword best website hosting. And it's interesting because I actually found out after I did this search and did a little research that one company called Endurance International Group actually owns almost all of the hosting companies in the space. And I'll kind of highlight those and show you that actually two of the ads are basically comparison websites, but they're all, I'm guessing they're owned by Endurance International, so they basically send traffic to their own properties. So no matter what you click on, they're making money. And actually, I was thinking about it. If you're upset with, like, for example, their companies include Bluehost, HostGator, iPage, Small Orange. I don't know, the list is long. So let's say you're upset with HostGator and with their service or whatever, something like that, and then you decide to leave and you find Bluehost and you're like, oh, these guys look good, I'll sign up here. You're actually giving money to the same company. So it's like, and then maybe you get upset with them and you leave, and then you sign up for iPage. You're still on the same company. So it's kind of a funny system. And actually, about a year and a half ago, this Endurance International purchased Constant Contact for just over $1 billion. So now they own that, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're looking to expand their email marketing presence as well at some point. So it's kind of interesting, just interesting industry. I didn't realize that it was so, tightly controlled. And I'm actually on DreamHost for paidinsights.com. So I would kind of glad I'm not part of this kind of giant company. So I'll give you a discount code if you go to paidinsights.com/DreamHost25. You can get $25 off. But let's get into the ads. So the first one is from editorsreview.org. And again, it's just a website that's put up just to send you to these brands owned by Endurance. So the title says 15 Best Web Hosting 2017. The official website hosting guide. So even the title is kind of doesn't read very well grammatically, but that's all right. It says hosting reviews trusted by millions. And then there's some structured snippets, read our reviews, get a domain name, compare the best hosting, compare technology. That all kind of makes sense for what that site is supposed to be offering as reviews, even though I would not trust it. But then next is a review extension from PC Mag, and it says excellent uptime and easy to use interface. So that doesn't sound like something a review or listing site would use. It sounds like one specific hosting site would have that as a review. So I clicked on the PC Mag. You can click on the link next to a review extension, the source. It doesn't cost the company when you click on those links, and you go to a review for Bluehost. So right there, I'm pretty sure that's against the terms of service because you're advertising something different from what your website is specifically about. So yeah, I think that one kind of slipped by the AdWords team, but that's okay. And then there's some site links. It says top 3 web hosting, best website builders, and how to start a blog. So overall, it's pretty relevant except for that PC Mag review extension. not bad. They could probably expand their description a little more. It says hosting reviews trusted by millions. There's probably space to give a little more detail there. And I didn't mention this earlier, but best website hosting has 22,000 searches a month and a average cost per click of $15.42. So it's pretty expensive, but once you get people, on your host, usually you have them for a year or so. So I think it pays to get people hooked, especially if you're this big brand where you never actually lose anyone. So let's look at the next ad from webhostingbest10.com. And this is another one that's owned or sends all the traffic to Endurance. Their headline says Top 10 Best Hosting 2017. Compare best web hosting sites. 2017's best 10 web hosting companies get unlimited space and free domain name. So that description kind of sounds like it's for a specific brand or company, but this is another one of those kind of listing review sites. So maybe they all offer unlimited space and free domains, but I don't know. I don't think so. It kind of reads a little weird considering what the site is supposed to be. It says services, live chat, email support, phone support. And that, again, sounds like it's for one company, not for all 10. So site links say top 10 web hosts, best free web hosts, get a free domain name, and eHost review. Let's move on from these sites. The next is from dreamhost.com, which is the domain host I use. Web host. And it says, you dream it, we host it. Get a dream site, 40% off now. I like it. Kind of simple, catchy tagline. And then it says 40% off, which kind of wants you to take action. And it says, launch a website in minutes with DreamHost. Try today. So again, some nice calls to action. They show it's easy, quick, simple, but it feels effective. And then the site links say compare hosting plans, domain name registration, and find your new domain name. I'm not sure if they're not showing or if they're not using them for callouts and the structured snippets, but if they're not using them, I would highly recommend using them so that you can kind of take up more space and add some stuff to your ad to kind of further reinforce your message and brand. And then lastly is Rackspace Managed Hosting. It has moved to the #1 managed cloud. And so Rackspace, as far as I know, is tends to host kind of larger enterprise level websites. And it says, we'll give your free hosting equal to your migration cost. Migrate today in their description line. So they're making it sound like for bigger sites, some of that migration stuff can be pretty costly or difficult. So I think they're trying to make it easier to switch. And then their URL actually says migration offer / get a free quote. So we'll take a look at the landing pages or websites for all of these ads and kind of see what they look like. And I'm sure they're effective. So let's check it out. And before we get to that, I just want to give you a reminder that you can go to paidinsights.com/15 in order to see the ad and get links to the landing pages for these sites. And then also I'll have a link to DreamHost so you can get your $25 off there as well. Let's get into the landing pages. All right, first one is editorsreview.org. It says 2017 top 15 web hosting, which aligns with the ad. So far so good. The URL actually says top 15 bh.html. So I'm assuming that BH stands for Bluehost. And There is a sponsored content. Editor's review is presented by Endurance International Group to provide information about hosting solutions offered by iPage and other hosting brands our company operates. So, all 15 of these companies are owned by the same company. So no matter which link you click, you're supporting the same people. I don't think the average person would realize that, but what we have here is a table. It says rank, website, price, at a glance, support and guarantee, and link. So there's, Bluehost, iPage, HostGator, Site Builder, Domain.com, Just Host, A Small Orange, StartLogic, Website Builder.com, Fat Cow, etc. So kind of it meets the ad, that's for sure. So list the top 15. At a glance says free domain, money back guarantee, stuff like that. Advertising credit, just little features that they include. And then support and guarantee says 24/7 support, free tech support, free website builder, so stuff like that. 90-day money back guarantee. Kind of, each one has their own little thing listed there. But there's not a whole lot else to say. That's the page. And then if I click editorsreview.com or .org in the header, it actually takes you to 2017 top 15 list, but it only shows the top 3. And then I can click view complete list to go back to the full 15. So I feel like that's the entire site. I don't see a privacy policy anywhere or an about page. I'm actually surprised that this got approved by AdWords, because usually they require those things or will penalize or not even serve sites that don't have them. So just a tip, I would not try to emulate or copy this site. But let's move on. We have webhostingbest10.com, and we have top 10 best web hosting list 2017. So bunch of kind of top 10 best words there, and matches the ad. Again, it says, we have made this decision easier by showcasing the 10 best hosting brands from Endurance and International Group. We allow users to offer feedback in their experience. It's a little bit of a different site. It feels cleaner. It's a little nicer designed. There's some filters on the right to filter down, price range, or if there's a free domain. Bluehost is number 1, which is their kind of core strategic brand, and so is iPage and HostGator, which are 2 and 3. So it makes sense that they have those ones at the top. And then as you go down, it's all their own brands. And then there actually is quite a bit of more information on this page, though. There is what is web hosting, how to choose, some articles you can check out. So they do a better job. There's advertising disclosure page, contact page. So this one has a little more to it, which is great. And yeah, I actually like the look of it. It says over 876 people chose this site today, and it's pointing to Bluehost with a score of 98% and price of $295 a month. I would avoid the cheap hosts if I were you. You'll just run into trouble. I would choose something a little better. A VPS, virtual private server, I think it stands for. It's probably a good place to start, and they're usually like $15 a month or something, which is nothing. So let's check out the next one. DreamHost is, you land on a page that is promo, and it says save $5.95 in the URL. And so right on the front here, it says starting at $10.95, and it's crossed out and it says $5.95 a month. So it's kind of a discounted landing page look. It says, hurry, special savings expire at midnight, August 24th. And it's the 18th when I'm recording this. It says, launch your dream website, free website builder, free domain registration, 24/7 expert support, one-click WordPress installation, and 97-day money-back guarantee. So nice, kind of highlights the most important things that I think a lot of people are looking for when choosing a host, especially for the first time. It says powering millions of websites since 97. So it's great to see, kind of shows that they've been around, they're not going anywhere. Scroll down, there's all web hosting plans include US-based expert support, privacy and security protection, SSD storage on your websites, making them faster, little testimonial that you can scroll through and check out some other ones. So pretty, I guess I would say standard landing page, but still well done. It says, why choose DreamHost? We're the last large independent hosting company on the planet. So they're slightly going after that, the other company I was just talking about. And they've been 100% US based and committed to quality service, etc. Get started now at the bottom with a nice different colored button. So officially recommended by WordPress.org. And then there's a bunch of links at the bottom to get to the rest of their website. I actually feel like they could minimize that so there's less distraction. But overall, there's a button right at the top and then a button at the bottom. So works well, I would think. If I click get started, it jumps you right into a shared hosting, create your account with a nice little flow. Actually, it asks for email and add password, but then you're on the create your account screen and you can kind of see grayed out. It says choose your domain, choose your plan, additional options, and the money part. So nice 5-step flow here to get your hosting account created. It's a nice touch. I love when people kind of do that visual flow of where you are in the process. So let's go to the last one is Rackspace. And you land, it looks like just one of their typical service pages. It doesn't appear to be a landing page. It just says manage hosting in the URL. And it says fully managed dedicated hosting. So that means they're taking care of the server part. Dedicated means that the server is just for you, so you're not sharing resources with other people or on other websites. So those usually cost more. I think on DreamHost they start over $100 a month, probably more than that, just because they can't, share the resource. So that makes it more for larger companies, people with more traffic. And it says their dedicated hosting solutions include dedicated servers, VMware, multi-cloud connectivity, networking, storage, databases. So it's a little more kind of technical information here. So it definitely wouldn't be for someone just getting started, because they would probably look at this and feel lost. And it says request a free quote. A real person will answer the phone, call us, email, or chat with our specialist 24/7. So there's 3 options: request a quote, however you feel comfortable. I kind of like that, and then as you go down, it says the reasons for choosing dedicated hosting: higher performance, greater control, better security, and multi-cloud flexibility for scaling. And they have a director of interactive services from Six Flags left them a testimonial they've listed. So kind of shows the type of businesses that have used them, some larger organizations. And then as you go down, there's some more stuff about why to choose managed and how they're industry leading, etc. And then another call to action at the bottom says request a free quote with those 3 options again. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to say there. I personally would probably like to see some pricing, maybe like a slider based on different CPU, RAM configurations, but you know, I'm sure most of their customers don't need that kind of thing. But actually, I just clicked dedicated servers and they actually have that. It says starting at $449 a month for their starter with 32 gigabytes of RAM, and then it kind of goes up from there. So yeah, I guess they could include some of that pricing if they wanted, but maybe they're more about having people get in touch and kind of giving them a custom solution that better fits their needs, which it's perfectly valid way to approach it as well. So overall, not bad. Maybe they could have a dedicated landing page if they're paying for ads, so that people just have a little bit less options and things to click on as far as navigation, because there's 12 buttons up top, it looks like, and there's more at the bottom once you scroll all the way down. So a lot of ways to kind of get lost, but the buttons are a unique color. They stand out for sure. There's a nice green that you don't see anywhere else on the page, and then there is even a live chat on the side, kind of one of those little tabs in a red, so that kind of stands out as well. But yeah, that wraps up the landing pages for web hosting. And just one last reminder to go to paidinsights.com/15. Check out the ads, the landing pages, and then also have a link to DreamHost if you want to get a discount there. It'll be paidinsights.com/DreamHost25. But thanks for listening. We'll see you again.